I brought 2 poems. One's mine, one's not. I was going to warm up with the one that wasn't mine. See if I was still brave enough to do something of my own, but I think I'm just going to do mine.
There you go.
The title is called Fuck You, Red Bull. True story, I swear to it. One day we're walking down the middle of the street, minding my own business. I noticed a fat, naked midget buzzing around above my head. I looked up and was like, "Say, bro, you do realize you're naked, right?" He lands next to me and says, "I don't own any clothing." I was like, "Ha ha ha, you have a little anteater." He looked down and said, "I'll be damned, it does look like an anteater, doesn't it?" So distracted by his nudity, I somehow missed the rather large weapon he was carrying. It was of curved wooden twine, and on his back was a leather carrier of sticks. I asked, "Why are you next to me naked, and why are you carrying a bow and bag of arrows?" He responded, "For one, you called me. 2, I carry a bow because my gun doesn't shoot arrows, and the thing on my back is called a quiver." I asked, "Isn't it a shake?" He said, "No, isn't the leather thing on my back carrying my arrows?" I said, "You smell like you've been drinking. Besides that, I remember calling for a naked man. Am I being punked?" He said, "You talk way too fucking much. I only work per request. If you want to continue to crawl to avoid a fall, that's fine with me. When ready to walk, falling is guaranteed." I thought, a bow, $99, a quiver of arrows, $75, a naked drunk little person spewing philosophy is priceless. He continues, "I only shoot those that want to be shot. I'm going to shoot you and get out of here before you kill my buzz." I thought, shoot me? My fight or flight instincts were failing me. I didn't attack the nude man, but nor did I necessarily run from him. I only sort of backed off about 10 feet. As he reached for his quiver, as in a leather carrying case of arrows, not to shake, drawing a single arrow and loading it into his bow. I noticed the head was a disarming shape, and the shaft of the arrow looked like a branch with little knobs on it. It was crooked like a dog's hind leg and still had a single leaf on it. I thought, doesn't seem very menacing. Once placed an arrow in his sling, pinching the butt and drawing it back, he took aim at me. I watched in what seemed to be slow motion as he loosened his pinch and the sling cast the arrow with that harmless looking head, but still seemed potentially harmful, and the shaft that appeared to be concocted rather fast without care, rapidly in my direction. But I didn't panic. I didn't weave left or feint right. I just stood absolutely still. I thought for sure impalement was inevitable, when involuntarily my left brain that controls my right hand flew up and caught his arrow in mid-flight. As soon as I realized what I had just done, I attempted to break the arrow over my knee, but it would only bend. So I threw it at him and began to chase him. I was closing fastly and it was for sure I'd catch him. He's short, fat, and drunk. Just as I was close enough to smell stale wine, he took flight. It wasn't the most graceful flight. He was bobbing, weaving, and doing loop-de-loops in a fashion that resembled a bee. So I hauled ass to the nearest convenience store and purchased 2 Red Bulls. I figured if one gives you wings, 2 has to do something incredible. As I waited in a line of about 6 people and wondered why there's only one cashier helping everybody, I was sure he was going to get away. When I finally concluded my purchase, I rushed outside and slammed both Red Bulls. I waited, anticipating what was about to happen. But all I got was a sugar buzz and a stomachache. All I could do was watch as he buzzed away. I didn't notice at first, but was slowly, vaguely starting to make it all out. He was flying backwards, looking at me, grinning, and giving me the finger. Then he yelled, "See you later, Aaron." All I was thinking was, fuck you, Red Bull. Someone remind me to sue these motherfuckers for false advertisement.